It's Week 7 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Titans and the reigning NFC champs, next on Madden NFL 22.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over the football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Following the fumble recovery, Turner. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Looking to throw. Turner. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers. They love when those short throws coming. His eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Turner on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going to try and throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hanson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And now it's second down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. Trying to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Turner looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Trucks over him and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where
touchdown. It's complete. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Gets around him, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. First down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So from second and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off-play action. Turner eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Off the play fake. Turner. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like that play call right after they've been sacked because they anticipated pressure again. And if you believe that, you know you got to get the ball out of your hands quickly. That one was incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
The quick slant caught. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Turner. That's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good push up front and that running between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lowered in the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
big plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Pollard.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. It's complete to Robinson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second down, Mayfield again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Escaping the pressure right.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe come. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Looking to throw. Turner. He's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Turner.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll start with the option. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. From the 31, Mayfield. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought...
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Turner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Turner. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back to throw again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. He finds Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Mayfield taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown! It's complete. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Turner. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Turner. He's going to take another shot here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Doug Costin breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard, 82 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for the Titans. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Turner. To throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Henderson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. Pollard. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Pollard again. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Operating from the gun, Turner. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Turner. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Baker. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 84 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Off the play fake. Turner. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. With his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mayfield. This is Robinson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Again, he finds Moore. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A big offensive explosion help leading them